Yes, indeed, it is. Free Advice Friday is what we call it here on the We Are You Morning Crew. I'm in the studio by myself, but I think I got it under control today, and we've got another hot question. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, as always, if you got a question you want us to answer on the air, you can send it to us anonymously. Write it into info@weareyouradio.com. And in the subject line, write Free Advice Friday. Now, let's get into this question. It says, I am a 39-year-old woman. I've been through so much tragedy over the years, from being physically, mentally, and sexually abused until I was 15 by my dad and his friends. I was made to feel worthless, in that the only thing I was good for was lying on my back. When I was 17, I met who I thought was my true love, but he treated me like I had always been treated, and I had a beautiful daughter who just turned 21. Fast forward, I met the man I considered the love of my life a little over 7 years ago. Looking back, I always felt that he had signs of toxic behavior, but I had 3 kids already, and when I met him, he was going through a divorce and fighting for custody of his kids. We now have 9 kids total between the two of us. His oldest son is 19 and getting married in 2 weeks, and his behavior is a lot to be desired. His sons-to-be wife and him have 1 child and 1 on the way. I see a lot of his dad in him. He constantly gaslights her and controls everything she does. He accuses her of cheating and has basically alienated from any friends or family she has. He hasn't laid hands on her, but he says some really mean shit. She left her family and moved 1,500 miles away from them so that he could be a father to his daughter. And the way he treats her is the way I have been treated for the last 7 years. I spot the behavior because I'm living it. I try to encourage her and help her with my granddaughter every day, but I swear I want to yell at that girl and ask her what the hell is wrong with her. She's beautiful. And even though she constantly nags and sometimes her behavior is a little childish, I don't want her to look back 7 years from now and wonder where she went wrong and have no one. I don't want her to feel trapped and alone. Now, I jokingly tell her all the time, if you leave, I will leave, because in my heart, I just want her to have a life better than mine. It hurts me to the core of everything in my soul to watch her go through the same shit I do day in and day out. I know this is a long letter, but I don't know what I can do to keep her from going through what I am and have been through for so long. Where did I go wrong, and how can I help her when I can't help myself? Wow, there's a lot of emotion packed into this letter, so let me start with the easiest part. You already are in a relationship that you are not happy in, that you find that is toxic, that you find that is not lifting you up, that you find that you are just existing in. And no one deserves to be in a relationship where they just exist. That doesn't make any sense. So you already know that your situation is bad. And having lived in that situation, you see exactly where this young girl is heading. You need to tell her, yes, you need to get out of this, baby. I know where this is going. I know where this is heading. I'm in it myself. And if you really know that you need to get out of that relationship, get out of it together. Plan that thing together and get out. You know, you sisters can help each other in so many ways. You can help her heal, or you can help her not go through what you've been through, and you can get on to healing from those relationships that have made you put up with the toxic behavior that you have so far from your father and those other people that abused you when you were younger. And that has created the way you acquiesce into relationships right now. You got to get out, and you can save her. So save both of you at the same time and get out of that relationship. Make a plan, save some money, and get out of that relationship. Save her heartache, and pain because you are her mentor now and probably her only lifeline, her only anchor. So my advice is to get out as soon as possible, but don't just leave. Make a plan. Do it between the two of you. Don't make it a big production between your husband because he's going to do everything that he can to stop you. Don't let the young man know everything because he's going to do the best he can to tell her that she can't make it and she's not going to be able to do without him and probably beat her down mentally and maybe even physically. You two join alliances. She can be your lifeline. You can be hers. Make a plan and get out and save those children because those children are seeing what's going on. They're not blind. They're not deaf and they're not dumb. And you are setting them up to live in the same relationship that you're living in. And it's going to be a cycle. So my strong advice, pack your shit and get out, but make a plan in order to do so. Put some money on the side, work a second job if you have to, and get out. Ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think about this situation. We'd love to know what you think, and we'll post it so you can go ahead and sound off on it. We've got more sizzling subjects and trending topics before it's all over. It's Free Advice Friday. Good morning.
We are you.